Well, it's the end of the year, and with it being December, I thought it would be nice to do a little Christmas special of sorts. Only problem is, I couldn't really think of anything directly connecting to Christmas within the Zelda series. So instead, I thought of something that I think of when I think of Christmas. Snow. Whether you love them or you hate them, snow and ice levels and areas are common things within the Legend of Zelda series, normally appearing within the later portions of the game. Today I want to focus on the music in some of these levels, and I'm sure if you've been around here for a while, you know I love the music in the Zelda series and will take any opportunity I can to talk about it. The rules for this list are simple. There can only be one song per game, and of course the music needs to be used within a location with ice or snow. So with the rules of the list explained and the intro all said and done, let's get started with this very chilly countdown. The music in Breath of the Wild was a big talking point for a long time after the game's release. Things like "the game has no music" were said a lot. The game actually has a very large soundtrack, it's just that the music is very minimal, which perfectly fits the game's style and feeling. I'm sure many of you are aware of the different versions of music in this game that play at different times in different locations when certain things are happening. Like walking through an area in the dark compared to in the day, and walking through an area compared to riding a horse through it. One of these little music changes is one that comes about when you're around shrines, and this one actually took me quite a while to notice. Like other themes in the games, the shrine theme changes depending on where you are in the world, and so that means we have a version which plays when you're in snowy and cold areas. This theme is very calming yet lonely to me. In my eyes, it's the perfect way to describe not only this theme, but Breath of the Wild as a whole. After spending ages climbing your way over snowy mountaintops and walking through large open snowfields, hearing this music slowly fade in is a breath of fresh air. You know a shrine is somewhere close and that you're not completely lost out in the snow. You can take a little break from your long journey, sit by the shrine, and just watch the snow fall as you listen to this very calming theme. Within this list, you're going to hear me talk a lot about how these themes make me feel, and out of all the themes featured on this list, I think the Ice Cavern theme from Ocarina of Time does the best job at conveying a very cold environment. This theme simply makes me feel cold. I listen to this theme and instantly can imagine myself standing in the middle of a large icy room. Droplets of water and small shards of ice falling from the ceiling, in the rooms full of icy mist. The twinkling chimes in this theme are definitely the most noticeable, as they are what makes up the main tune of the theme itself, but the deep howling of the wind mixed into the background adds to that chilly feeling these chimes give off. Having the wind in the background almost makes the theme itself feel hollow and cold, just like the rooms of the Ice Cavern. The music within Triforce Heroes is sadly very overlooked in my opinion. The game is so full of many great and catchy tunes, each with their own distinct styles. I think the only word I can use to describe the Ice Cavern theme from Triforce Heroes is magical. Like the Ice Cavern music from Ocarina of Time, this theme also incorporates those high-pitched chimes. But with the sound of the horn in the background, along with more instruments what come in later in the theme, it creates a vastly different feeling. Like I said before, this theme just feels magical. Like the location it plays in could be full of magical ancient energy, or lost mysteries hidden beneath the ice. It's the type of music that just gets you ready for a magical adventure. As I'm sure you've noticed as this video has gone on, I've chosen 1 or 2 words which I feel describe each theme in my eyes. And for the next theme on the list, I think the best word to describe it is comforting. Definitely a change from what I've described the other themes as so far. Out of all the themes included on this list, I feel that this one is the most unique and different to the others. Again, like some of the other themes on this list, the Anuki village theme includes some of those chimes, something that seems to be very common with ice and snowy themes. But with the pitch of the chimes and the rhythm they are played, it creates a very different feeling. A more happy and cheerful feeling. And out of all of the themes included on this list, it definitely has the most festive feel. The theme of Anuki Village not only perfectly fits the small village vibe, but also the very cute and adorable Anuki themselves. Who wouldn't enjoy hanging around this cute little village and its adorable inhabitants as this theme plays around you? At the start of this video, when I talked about the snow theme from Breath of the Wild, I spoke about how that theme gave me a lonely feeling. Some of you may think that by saying a theme makes them feel lonely would make them feel uncomfortable, that it would give them a sense of unease. But for me, being alone isn't like that. Being alone can be a good thing and some people quite enjoy it. No, I get that sense of unease from the idea of being lost. Lost in a place with no way out, where you have no idea where you are, and nobody knows where you are. And that's exactly how the theme of Snowpeak from Twilight Princess makes me feel. Now first off, just because this theme gives me that kind of feeling does not mean that I dislike it. There's a reason it's at number 1. It does a perfect job at doing what I think it sets out to do. The snow areas in Breath of the Wild and Twilight Princess are very different. In Breath of the Wild, even when you're alone, there are many things showing that people were once around. Whether that be old, broken down buildings, boats on frozen rivers, or of course, the shrines. There's a sense that even when you're alone, you're not truly gone. You're not lost. That feeling is the complete opposite in Twilight Princess's Snowpeak. The location is void of any buildings or any indications that people once lived here, apart from the large mansion at the very end of your journey up the mountain. Along with no signs of life apart from the many Wolfos and Keys trying to attack and hurt you as you venture up the mountain, there's also the very thick snow itself. The snow hinders your movement and sight, making it even harder to navigate your way up the mountain. The only way to easily traverse this area is as a wolf. The theme of Snowpeak itself is very simple, playing off part of this game's Hyrule Field theme, only now it's slowed and almost distorted sounding, adding to the sense of unease. All of this mixed together makes this theme give me chills, and not in the sense of being cold like the ice cavern from Ocarina of Time. I absolutely love this theme, and it's one of my favourites in Twilight Princess. The theme does also have a somewhat calming feel to it, but the feeling of being lost is much more prevalent in this theme for myself. And I think the music is perfect for this location, especially for your first time climbing up the mountain of Snowpeak. So those are my top 5 snow and ice themes from the Zelda series. Of course, please remember that this is my list, and so the placement of songs and the songs chosen are all down to my personal opinion. But please do tell me down in the comments below what you think of my picks, and also don't forget to tell me some of your favourites down in the comments as well. Doing top 5 or top 10 lists on topics like this has been something I've wanted to try out for a very long time now on the channel. And at some point down the line, I'd really like to do more on other topics like this. So if you have any ideas for lists that you would like to see me do in the future, please tell me. I'd love to hear what you guys are interested in seeing. Thank you all for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you have enjoyed, please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe so you never miss an upload from me, especially if you're a fan of all things Zelda. Thank you all again for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.